The story goes that the spirit of the Buddha appeared in a dream to Queen Maya Devi, taking the form of a white elephant floating in a cloud of rain. So was born Siddhartha, the young prince of the Sakya clan. A prediction announced to the king that his son would leave the palace to become a sadhu, fleeing the pleasures of worldly existence. Fearing this prophecy, the king raised his son in opulence and built walls around his palace. When Siddhartha became an adult, in order to retain him, the young prince was married to a beautiful young princess. Siddhartha took advantage of all the best that life had to offer. But he became bored and started to wonder about the world beyond the palace walls. His father, the king, then ordered all the elderly, the sick, and the crippled to be hidden from sight. On his first trip outside the palace, away from his father's path, Siddhartha met an old man, and he did not know what old age was. "That will happen to you one day," the old man told him. "You too will be old." The old man made him aware of what it meant to be old and feeble. The second day, Siddhartha encountered a person who was suffering from an incurable disease and was in much pain. The young prince realized that at any instant, he too could become ill. On the third day, Siddhartha saw a dead body being transported to the place of its cremation. "What is that?" he asked. "It's just a dead man," someone replied. "A dead man? But what is that?" "Sadly, death happens to everyone, young prince, and that will happen to you someday." Siddhartha became aware of death. And on the fourth day, he decided to leave the palace to search for answers to his questions. He said farewell to his wife, and abandoning all his princely goods, he became a wandering man in search of the truth. For more than 6 years, Siddhartha lived an ascetic life and became a recognized ascetic among the sadhus. But no matter what he did, he couldn't find the answer to the mystery of existence. Determined to free himself, he sat under a tree near Bodh Gaya and vowed not to move until he had found the truth he desperately sought. Day after day, night after night, he sat there, controlling, concentrating, and purifying his mind. At last, as the morning star raised and as he fixed his mind on that star, a leaf fell into his hand. He looked at it and said to himself, "The universe is in this leaf. The leaf is in me, and I am in the universe." Siddhartha had finally reached enlightenment. Out of compassion for the suffering of man, Siddhartha spent the rest of his life teaching how to reach the state of awakening, the path to a perfect state of being. And since that time, for Buddhists, love is inseparable from wisdom.